Okay, and we're live now. So, once again, we'll wait for people to come on the stream. Uh, at least 15 people
Okay, and
before
we're
we
live now.
officially begin.
So once again, we'll wait.
Yeah. Of course, to our guests, please silence your phone during this session. We'll try to get more people now. We have 5 people. We'll wait for 15. As you all know, those of you who are watching, if you want to know more about the benefits of matcha, and also if you're thinking of going to the F&B industry, I think this would be the best time to come and listen to this because our guests are very inspirational. They actually survived through this pandemic, opening 2 days before MCO. And the other thing I think I want all of you to understand and know is that the F&B industry, not just the F&B industry, the economy itself is suffering. We now have 13 people. There was a drop. We need about 15 people before we officially begin. Okay, and now we have 18 people. So, to all of you, welcome to Talking Live with Nixie. We're having a giveaway of 50 ringgit vouchers for Ocha Matcha, an awesome matcha cafe. I think some of you who have been there can testify. So, we're going to give that away today. I'll tell you how to win it at the end of the session. So, do stay tuned. I think there's a lot of inspirational things we can gain from our guests today. And hi to everyone. Thank you so much to those of you who continue to follow this session of Talking Live with Anisi every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. From day one, actually. We are now streaming across YouTube and also Facebook Live, these two platforms. So you can catch it on any of the platforms. Please subscribe to my YouTube, guys. All right. So now we have 24 people. I'm glad to see all of you. Um, I see William Tungani again. I think we will try to answer your question later. So please stay tuned with us to the end of the session where I'll open all your questions and our guests will answer them. I would like to quote a few things that I've read recently about the F&B industry. Like I said, every industry is hit badly by the pandemic. So the Selangor and Federal Territory Chinese Restaurant Association chairman, Datuk Lam, mentioned that over 3,000 restaurants of different scales have actually closed down in Malaysia over the past 3 months. This is from Asia One article. And from NST, many restaurants actually made changes during this pandemic period, such as, of course, reducing the numbers of diners from full capacity of, let's say, 100 to 32. This was cited by Jimmy Yap of Papasan Canteen in Jalan Kuchai Lama. Some others are actually seeking clarity on the SOPs. Even I myself, as a consumer, am wondering, what does it mean? Like when a restaurant is allowed to operate at full capacity, but you still need to maintain social distancing. So this was actually asked by the owner of Vince from Taman Tun, Navindran Karunakaran, and they wanted to know more about the SOP rules for F&B industries. So there's so many changes that needs to be conducted, and of course, a lot of F&B outlets that cannot sustain have closed down. Can you imagine over 3,000? This is just Chinese restaurants alone. What about the rest out there, such as cafes and now pubs and clubs are still not allowed to open, right? So what about them? There's so many things hanging through because of the pandemic. So today we're actually gonna ask the founders of Garage 51 previously, um, and Coffee Stain, and now actually they founded Ocha Matcha KL, how they managed to ride through the pandemic by opening Ocha Matcha KL 2 days before the MCO. That's such a huge hit. It's also really, really tough. So I see Karhing here smiling. So let's come to the questions. And of course, all of the questions will be answered at the end of the session. For those who just joined, we're giving away 50 ringgit vouchers. So please stay tuned till the end. And of course, share this with people who love matcha. Like me, I love matcha. Like, I really like the benefits. So I'm going to jump to the questions. We have Kawai and Kahing, the founders, like I said, of Ocha Matcha KL, previously also the founders of Garage 51 and Coffee Stain. So, hi Kahing, hi Kawai.
Hi.
Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions, of course, first about matcha and about how you manage to sustain as an F&B operator. So, as a huge fan of matcha, one thing I know is that Malaysians in general are not educated about the benefits of it. What made you want to start a matcha cafe here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia?
Why?
Um, okay, all right, I'll answer that. We have been, like you said earlier, we have been running coffee cafes for the past 10 years. We have always been into coffee, and our brands are like Coffee Society, Paprika, and then Garage 51, Underground Society for caffeinating. And this is our fifth brand, Ocha Matcha. And we, as we have always been in coffee, when we were in Japan, the entire matcha uh, market made so much sense to us. First thing first, we realized that matcha has the same level of caffeine, or rather similar level of caffeine, like coffee does. And secondly, we can drink matcha and be healthy because matcha is essentially very packed with a lot of health benefits, and that made us think, as we are also getting more and more healthy through through the years, and matcha could be the next big thing in not just in Malaysia but in the surrounding countries as well. So therefore, when we were in Japan, the matcha market made a lot of sense to us, and that's why we decided to bring back um, what we felt, how we have understood matcha to Malaysia.
So,
Yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong, as experts in coffee previously, like you mentioned, Coffee Society in Paprika and also
yeah,
Garage 51 in Subang. Now, you still want to go into the caffeine business, but now towards something healthier, which is matcha, correct?
Yep.
that's right. That's right.
All right. I do agree on the health benefits. Like I said previously, I'm so surprised that the amount of caffeine in matcha is the same as coffee. That is
Yeah.
such a huge thing to note. So for those of you matcha lovers out there, if you are um, afraid to drink it at night, now we know why, because of the caffeine in matcha. So now I stopped drinking it in the afternoon actually. So where do you source the products from? I think all these health enthusiasts that are watching want to know that as well.
We source directly from a farm in Uji, Kyoto.
Mhm.
The best, it is said that the best matcha in the world comes from Uji in Kyoto.
That is very true. I
Yeah,
learned this and I know it. So I really love the matcha in Kyoto actually.
yeah. So that's like heaven for matcha. We visited farms and climb up the hills and try to pick on our own. Wow, the experience is just amazing.
Oh my goodness. Can you like let me know where? I want to go try it too. Okay, I'm going to definitely try that. I'll speak to you on that. So, how do you come up with these very creative and interesting recipes and concept of the cafe? For those of you who don't know, I've been there before. The cafe itself is so Instagrammable, and the recipes, the menus of the drinks, it includes matcha, but it's very interesting. I say it's very localized to Malaysians. So, how do you come up with all these recipes and also the concept of the cafe?
Matcha is actually, at least to me, it is a very intimidating drink. I know not much about matcha. All I know actually is a flavor to a dessert, and the max is a matcha latte, which is very sweet or super
True.
bitter. So then when we went to Japan and I've tasted matcha, and I realized that it is actually quite nice to drink on its own. But then later on, I realized that there's health benefits to it, and and also like we mentioned earlier, there's similar caffeine level, right?
Mhm.
Than coffee. So before, because we love coffee, we've been drinking coffee, and before I go to the gym, I'll have a black coffee. So when I found out that this has similar caffeine level as coffee, so I was like, okay, I need to try this. Rather than drinking coffee, I'll just try with matcha. And the plus point is that it comes with lots of health benefits. And so that was the immediate switch that I know, okay, I should just change and try this out. And I love it since. So, but there are not many people like me who appreciate just matcha with water, and not many can accept the plain taste of, and just like how not many can accept a black coffee.
That's
So
true.
we decided that we have to make it a bit more relevant, that people can try matcha. So I was in Europe, and I found out that I noticed that there are ginger turmeric everywhere. And then I was thinking, ginger, we have bentung ginger in Malaysia, right? Just at our own backyard, but at least not in the cafe setting where it is known enough among our generation of the cafe goers. So then I thought, okay, we should definitely try to use bentung ginger and highlight it. And at the same time, we also love to use local ingredients and things that are readily available. So we try to play around with things that we have at home. Like I have a pandan at home, and then we try with pandan, and we infuse with lemongrass as well.
I love the
And
pandan lemongrass one. It's really nice. And the
yeah,
chrysanthemum one.
yes. So you really get the challenge is to get a balance of each flavor. So you get a pandan and lemongrass at the same time. You have a matcha as well. So
That's true.
yeah, so it's ingredients like that we are all familiar with, yet kind of unknown, not popular enough, that we try to bring it back. And at the same time, we also know matcha, yes, it's a form of dessert or flavor, but not many actually willing or want to try, or at least expose enough to matcha. So our aim is to really make it appealing, and like our tagline, to make matcha sexy. So which also translates to the design of our interior, because we deliberately, intentionally want it to be beautiful, attractive, yet with, of course, with substance. Hence, all the drinks are colorful, and not just colorful, but they're all functional beverage with health benefits. So everything that we put into the drink, every layer that you see will have its benefit. So it's not just beautiful and for the gram, but it's also functional.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the cafe is really for the gram. But in terms of the recipes, I have to agree, you localize a lot of the recipes for the drinks. So like the chrysanthemum, the pandan, the calamansi, all
Mm,
these are very Malaysian. So like Alina mentioned, she loves the mango matcha.
mm,
And that is also very localized to Southeast Asia, mangoes,
yep.
right? So you guys did a great job with that. Now we go
Thank
into
you.
the business segment. You opened 2 days before the MCO. Was this a huge hit to the brand? I mean, that is unheard of. 2 days before the country went into lockdown. I mean, that for any F&B operators, for all entrepreneurs out there, it's scary. So can you share with us? Um, did that hit the brand very badly?
Now,
Is it my turn? Okay. Yes, it came as a shock to us as well. We literally had no chance to open the shop to the public, and everything that we have been trained to do, like preparing for the store and getting ready the SOPs of how to run the operations, everything that we have been doing for the past 10 years, we try to, you know, copy and paste that in the new outlet Ocha Matcha, but none of that worked because because it was MCO. So we had to move quickly everything to online. We are using Store Hub, so there is a option to use Bipit delivery. So we rely heavily on moving all our menu online. It is definitely uh, not ideal because there are so many drinks company out there, and there are so many different beverages out there. And we thought, oh no, this time we are going to go through a you know, very huge issue. But thankfully, as fast as we could, we moved everything online, and with the hope that, you know, things will, you know, people actually order from us, because anyway we are new, nobody heard of us. But I guess social media did help us a lot. We were also posting stuff on the internet and trying to get the word out there. And so therefore, through MCO, I believe um, we also sort of met the need of the people, where people are getting a bit more health conscious, and they are getting, you know, they're thinking, how can I, you know, have a better health at home. And that's where all our drinks are sugar free, dairy free, and therefore I think it sort of hit a sweet spot for us. And that's why while MCO was like a terrible thing that happened, we did manage to meet the needs of the people in, at least around Klang Valley. And therefore we see families that they would purchase in large quantities. Like, even we have regulars that we have never seen before. We never met them, but we see their names every day, because they just keep
Wow.
ordering and ordering from us. And when MCO was lifted, then we finally get to meet a few of them. They'll come say hi, and they'll be like, "Oh, hi, hello. Oh, we see your name all the time," and then we'll be happy to meet them. But throughout MCO, we were really very happy that our company, our beverage actually met the needs of the people, and that is very on point with our vision and mission to be a healthier option. And yeah, I guess MCO happened, but we managed to sail through that.
Wow, that I think it's an inspiration because you guys opened right before the MCO, but you still managed to move quick enough to actually continue to grow the brand and make people aware of matcha. So you are right that people are more health conscious. We have to be. I mean, we're fighting against a virus that we don't know of, so we have to keep our body and our immunity healthy. So how would you say was your main thing? How do you sustain over the MCO and CMCO?
I think, as Kawai mentioned, a big part of it is that the nature of matcha. It is packed with health benefits, and we had to highlight lots of benefits of matcha on our social media. It is not just a gimmick, but it is really packed with health benefits that you can read about all the studies that's been done. It is packed with antioxidants, and it boosts your immune system. We are really fighting, as you said, something that unseen of and unknown. So what more can we do besides keep our body healthy and to really boost our immunity? So and it's kind of hard to imagine a beverage to be able to have such high volume of delivery, because
Yeah.
usually people will order food but not beverage, not drinks. And we are quite glad that we are able to do that, not just through social media, but a lot of it are through word of mouth. So
Wow.
the friends who will recommend friends, who will even send things to friends. I have my personal friends whom she said, honestly, I have not tried, but I've heard so much good things, so I'm just gonna send it to all my friends. So it's things like that that really truly uh, make you feel appreciated, because I mean, you have genuine friends who support your business. At the same time, uh, they help you to grow. I mean, they help you to spread the word. And so we really focus a lot on the health benefits during MCO. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, so
So you would say that harping or more like focusing on health, the health factor was your driving factor to sustain the business during MCO and CMCO, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So would you say business has picked up, and how are you getting the word and awareness out further right now?
Uh,
Um, yeah,
Ever since the MCO, we weren't prepared at all.
you going or I mean, yeah.
We During MCO we were not prepared at all because, as Kawai mentioned, the store is designed for walk-ins and for dine-ins, so we have nothing prepared. We thought we had time to get our bags in for deliveries and all that. We have no delivery system in place, nothing. It's all for walk-ins. So then, when everything had to move online, and we changed and adapt, and then very quickly we had to also adapt back to CMCO, where businesses are allowed to open, and offices are back in business. So we get more walk-ins, and at the same time we are not that confident in doing dine-in yet. So we are closed for quite a while, just during pickup. So there are lots of different phases of the business during this period where we have to constantly adapt from walk-in, then we have to close to do delivery, and then we have to open but not for walk-in, just for pickup. Then at the same time, we also, because we can't be closed forever, so we have to quickly also open up, and then that's where the real challenge is, where we have to retrain all our staffs, because the first batch of the staffs are all gone. We hire lots of students, part-timers. So the first batch, they work with us for 2-3 months and they're gone after MCO. So we have to
Yeah.
retrain new staffs for dine-in, follow all the SOPs and everything. So it's been quite challenging but rewarding to have to adapt, and we did quite okay, because many didn't get a chance to try us, and right now, as we speak now, I believe there's a long queue at the outlet.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So you are definitely saying that business has definitely picked up, and you're getting the word out through, of course, word of mouth, huge plus, and social media as well,
Yeah.
correct?
Yep.
And also the brand factor, the fact that the cafe is so pretty. So guys, if you haven't been, go check it out.
Yeah, but besides that, also very important is that a community is really the heartbeat of the brand, where we don't just open a store and try to hype it up online and that's it, and hope for someone to come in. So we aim to do a lot of partnerships. We already have existing partnerships with some gyms, some spin studios, and we have some community classes coming up, and one with you. We have some floral arrangement classes and yoga classes. So things that are aligned with the brand, where it's not always hard sell matcha. That it's about building a community of people with a common goal, trying to live healthy, and all about health and well-being.
I really like that. I really like the fact that you mentioned that it's all about community, about the people that want to live a healthy lifestyle, and that that's why you're also collaborating and supporting brands, having partnerships. That also drives the business through the
Yep.
community. I really like that. That's a good note for a lot of F&B entrepreneurs out there. So, what would for those of you who are watching, please do share this with your friends, with your family, and of course, we're going to have a giveaway very shortly. So please stay with us. What would you like to share, Kahi and Kawai, to the audience about the F&B business? After running 3 businesses so far, Coffee Society, Garage 51, and now Ocha Matcha.
Um, I think I think it is definitely a very labor-intensive industry. I I was trained in 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 F&B company prior to opening our own. So I actually told my boss, I said, bye bye. I'm no longer going to uh, step foot into F&B business ever again because it's just so tiring. And they, in a restaurant or in a cafe, there are so many factors. There's so many things that can go wrong. I mean, I shouldn't be discouraging people who really want to come join the F&B industry. But what I'm saying is that um, it takes a lot of perseverance over the years, because some days will be bad days, and some customers will be bad customers. But all in all, if uh, you do anyone has a sort of a passion in F&B, I'll say it's worth trying, because it is, even after 10, 11 years of running F&B, if you ask me if I were to do it again, I think I'll still do it again.
Aw.
Yeah, yeah. So it's also the people that we meet every day in F&B. They'll be really nice people that we meet, like customers and stuff. So I mean, even through Ocha Matcha, we met you, Maisie, right? So
Yeah.
so yeah, these are the things that really keeps us going. And in times like this, I think maybe rentals are cheaper out there, and if people are keen to venture into F&B and they have a brilliant idea, I would suggest that that brilliant idea should definitely meet a need in the society, instead of something that we personally feel extremely passionate about. So
Okay.
yeah, that is something that we stand as a company. Whatever we do, we want to meet the needs of the people, instead of building something that we really like but nobody likes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
really,
so I
I
guess,
really like
sorry.
that. I mean, I really like that. The fact that you actually mentioned about uh, that your goal is to meet the needs in that community, in that particular society. That's a very good thing.
Yeah, that's right. You see, like we keep on saying that um, at this season in our country, or in this world right now, we are really looking at, we are really fighting the invisible. And like I mentioned, the best thing that we could do is to take care of our own health. And I think Ocha Matcha just fits right into it. I mean, I wouldn't say if you drink matcha and then you'll be like fit and anything. But as I myself is trying to lose weight, and I realized that matcha has, something. It has that EGCG thing where it really helps to uh, slow down fat storing, and boost up metabolism and things like that. When we slowly get to, I mean, the details are plenty, but when we slowly get to the deep of the things like that, we realize that Ocha Matcha, with the vision to meet the needs of this society, is really something that we are quite happy to do, and therefore I think we will continue to do it, lah.
I think
Yeah,
you're going to get a lot of people coming to your store. Everybody wants to try it out now. I think it's more about the
yeah,
fact that you guys founded it based on a principle, based on the health benefits, based on the fact that you want to fill a need in the community. That is a
yeah,
huge thing.
yeah.
Last but not least, my last question for you before we take on all the questions from the public. Of course, all of you guys stay tuned. We're going to announce how to win the giveaway as well. My last question is: any important tips on matcha that you would like to share with everyone?
Mm, matcha, as mentioned, tons of health benefits, antioxidants, and just let me name few, like enhance your brain function. It's a form of energy drink. Reduce blood cholesterol and anti-inflammatory. But all this will not be possible if you do not keep it well. So the how do you keep and store matcha is to keep it airtight, and then keep it in a dark, cool place, preferably in a fridge. Many do not know this. You have to keep it in the fridge for the maximum freshness. Yeah. So yeah, airtight as well.
Okay. Very good to note. So that is the matcha, the health benefits of matcha, basically matcha tips for you guys. So let's now open the live session to questions. I will take one from William Tunggandi from Indonesia first. If he wants to open a shop in Indonesia, how do the both of you join together? He asked you whether you can give your WhatsApp to him. I don't know. Maybe you can DM him after this, guys.
Yeah, just DM us on Ocha Matcha Instagram page.
Yeah, so you guys, William Tungani, you can DM them on Instagram. Can he reach you on Facebook as well?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so William, if you're really interested to open Ocha Matcha in Indonesia, you can DM the page and they will respond to you. And Tim asks, I mean, he says that the shop in TT is super high, it's very competitive. So, what were the factors that made you decide to open there? That's a good question.
Mm, how about you want to go?
Yeah, can sure. Yes. In we have been searching for a lot of places, um, to open Ocha Matcha, and in fact, TDDI was it is. I won't say that it is very competitive in terms of F&B, yes, but in terms of matcha, I think TDDI is still a very good area to introduce something new and
Mm,
something that is beneficial to, as the Kiara Park is just like near us, and
okay.
people are jogging and walking and hiking, and this group of neighborhood people are generally people who are a bit more health conscious. You can see bicycle stands here and there. You can see on Sundays people, just go on hiking, walking, jogging, and with this kind of community in that area, I think matcha, Ocha matcha meets that sweet spot. Therefore, I won't think that Ocha matcha will work everywhere in the nation. I mean, there'll be places that it won't work because of different circumstances. But as of TDI is concerned, I think generally the community is very well informed, very self conscious. Sorry, very health conscious, and therefore with the neighborhood and also the officers around, we were quite confident that even though there might be competition, ultimately Ocha Matcha will still be able to find its roots there to serve the community there. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for answering that question. So Alina says if you want to get your store available on Foodpanda, you can contact her. Uh, Manhoy asks, he says he wants to go and try. Which is your signature drink?
Mm, it depends what you like, whether you prefer refreshing or something strong. Um, if you prefer the classic ones, definitely try the matcha latte first. We do not use sugar. We do not use, we use unsweetened soy milk by default. And if you prefer something rich and thick and creamy, definitely go for the fresh milk, fresh cow's milk. Other than that, all our other unsweetened milk, which is unsweetened soy, oat, cashew, coconut, and oat, I think, they're all unsweetened. And we add stevia to it, so you don't. So it's a very light drink, easy to drink. That definitely go for matcha latte. If you prefer something refreshing, say on a hot day, try matcha, watermelon matcha or calamansi matcha, both my favorite, bestseller as well. Uh, if you prefer something savory, then go for the purple sweet potato, blue spirulina, and matcha. Yeah, a lot.
Wow. Okay.
That
So many. So yeah, you Manhoy, you can definitely hear there's so many choices. Please go ahead and try them out. Edwin asks, are you still maintaining online orders and delivery after RMCO? And what is the website or Facebook page? I think the website or Facebook page, we can send it to you. I mean, they can actually revert on your comment. But are you still maintaining online orders and delivery, guys?
Yes, we are still doing deliveries. Just go to our website, ochamacha.com, and there's a button where you can order, or menu button, I think.
Okay. Any plans to open kiosks in shopping malls? Eric asks.
Yes, definitely. This the first outlet Orchard Matcha in TDI is rather a huge one. It's about 1,300 square feet. So it we but moving forward, we realized that not we didn't realize, but we always wanted to open smaller kiosks which are accessible to different neighborhoods, especially in malls where traffics are high, where people are always hanging out in malls, and that is actually part of the plan in the near future.
Okay. So any
Yep.
chances to we'll take two last questions. Any chances to try your matcha in Kuching?
Yes, you can. But you have to make your own. We sell a matcha, like a matcha starter kit pack where you can buy the matcha powder and then you can whisk it your own at home. So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So Alvin Ho, right? So you can definitely buy it on your ochamatcha.com, get the kit and also the matcha powder, and you can try it at home.
yeah. We also ship worldwide, so it's not just limited to Malaysia.
So it's international shipping as well.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Last question is from Hui Ching. I think I can answer this. May I know where's your matcha from? Ujicha in Kyoto directly, right, guys?
Yeah, OG.
Okay.
In
Oh yeah,
Kyoto.
Uji from Kyoto. All
Yes.
right. So you have fans here who are watching. Now, how do you win the 50 ringgit vouchers? For all of you who are watching, and if you are a matcha lover like myself, 50 ringgit can buy you quite a few drinks in Ocha Matcha. So how to win 50 ringgit vouchers would be tell us the benefits of matcha that Kahing and Kawai mentioned. Name any write as many benefits as you can, and we will choose based on the correct answers, and at random we will announce the winners tomorrow at we'll close the contest tomorrow at 11 p.m., which is the 13th of July at 11 p.m., and we'll announce the winners within the week. Again, I'm going to repeat how to win the vouchers. It's 50 ringgit vouchers. We're going to have three winners, and you just need to tell us the benefits of matcha mentioned by Kawai and Ka Hing, any one of it. And based on your correct answers, we will pick the winners at random. All right. Uh, we hope that you guys can win the vouchers. If not, please go and try the store or buy their stuff online. I really love matcha, and their drinks are really creative. So Alina mentioned it. She says you can buy three drinks with the 50 ringgit voucher. So yes, please go ahead, try to win it. It's very easy. Just tell us the benefits of matcha. All right. Um, and of course, you can share this out. It will be on the Facebook page and also on my YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks Kawa and Kahing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having
Really,
us.
really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on Talking Live with Macy. And for those of you who would like to know what's next week's topic, we're going to speak to Mandy, the cancer patient, and we're going to find out how she's doing. A lot of inspiration in that session. So please come and join us, and do stay tuned and catch Mandy's story if you've been wondering how she has been doing. All right. Thanks again, Kawai and Kaheng. Thank you, Ocha Matcha founders, Garage 51 founders, and also Coffee Society. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Thanks
you.
everyone for
Thanks
watching.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.